And so someone's priorities cannot be the same as yours. When you create a goal and you don't have the right systems in place to drive you towards it, you've just written something down. And
how do we prioritize?
Not to get too overwhelmed with, how grand or how big the things you need to achieve are. Sometimes difficult to measure progress in the moment, but
I forgot the way you put your New Year resolutions.
it's always good to take some time to make sure that you know what you're going in for and not just start. So the preparation time is just as important as the implementation time.
We try to make deadlines for ourselves,
but you also have to have the right systems in place to implement them, not just relying on motivation.
Hey fam, welcome once again to Grad School Dialogues with Jessie. I'm so excited! Yay, drum roll! Guess what? We have an exciting guest on today's show. She's my friend. I'm going to allow her to introduce herself as we are going to talk about a very, very exciting topic. And this topic, it applies to everybody, whether you are a student or not, it applies to you. So stay tuned, relax, buckle your seatbelt, grab your notebooks, and enjoy the conversation.
My name is Koryo. I'm a chemistry PhD student at the University of South Carolina.
Okay, so good to have you here. So on today's topic, we are going to talk about consistency. What does consistency mean?
Okay, it means being regular and constant at something you do and making progress, even if it's gradual.
Okay, the students, I find it difficult to try to be consistent because there are so many things for me to handle. We have school, we have research, we have teaching. How do I juggle all these three and still be consistent with what I'm doing?
I think one thing that's helped me is not to think of things, not to get too overwhelmed with, how grand or how big the things you need to achieve are. But rather breaking them down into smaller bits that you can handle at a time, because sometimes you get overloaded, you feel like there's too much that you need to do or there's so much to be done. But really it's just like little things. You could break them into smaller bits and then do them one at a time. And it's sometimes difficult to measure progress in the moment, but after some time it actually all comes together to give you something you'd be proud of.
Wow, I like that. It all comes together to give me something I'll be proud of. Sometimes you cannot avoid the fact that it's overwhelming, right? How can we practically do this as grad students?
I think you need to prioritize. You need to know what's urgent, what's very important. Like there are certain things obviously you can't skip because maybe that deadline's coming up. So just identifying the things that must be done and done quickly. It helps you to prioritize those and get those done. And also not leaving things to the very last minute, which mostly is the case. But especially for things for bigger goals that are not done in a day, it helps to know how urgent or important something is, so that you be aware of your limits in the moment. Like you can't do everything all at once. So recognizing the extent to which you can go is also important.
Wow. So how do we prioritize?
Everyone's priorities are it's up to you. Knowing what's important to you. It goes back to what you aim to achieve or what you are heading towards. And so someone's priorities cannot be the same as yours. So I think it has to do with knowing your goals and knowing what needs to be done and when. Because that's what helps you to prioritize. If something is not critical to the achievement of the goal, then you could set it aside for a later time.
Can we try to make deadlines for ourselves?
If that's the kind of thing that helps you, it's good to pace yourself and also have intended timelines for things. But what could happen with some people is it could also make you rush, and instead of prioritizing the quality of work that you produce, you rather emphasize more on how quickly you do it. Right?
So quality over the speed.
Right. It's always important, because at the end of the day, you want to do your best work. And so timing, in terms of timing, you want to do it at a good pace, but you shouldn't sacrifice the quality to do that.
This is amazing nuggets. Guys, I hope you are taking notes. Okay, so we are wrapping up the conversation. There's a student out there who is so overwhelmed, doesn't even know what to do, because every year making New Year resolutions, and by the end of the year around this time, you look at your New Year, you even forgot where you put your New Year resolutions. So what advice can you give to that student out there, or that person out there who is struggling and is right in the middle of a mess right now when it comes to consistency?
Okay, a good thing to have goals and resolutions and all that, but you also have to have the right systems in place to implement them. You have a goal to publish a paper at the end of the year. You also have the systems. So the systems are actually like, okay, the activities you do at each time point that drive you towards the goal. So it's when you create a goal and you don't have the right systems in place to drive you towards it, you've just written something down and most probably it's not going to come to fruition. So once you have a goal, you're like, okay, what's the daily activity I need to do? It has to be something, of course, that's measurable, and it has to be something that's not too much, because I think what we try to do as students is to we overestimate what we are capable of doing in a day, and that's what makes us feel like we are missing out on stuff. So even if it's just 20 minutes of, okay, today I'm just maybe reading a manuscript to see what to model my work after. It's just 20 minutes a day, but that's a system of helping you prepare your writing ability or something. Doing this experiment, okay, I need to learn how to do it, and that's key. Like when you are doing things, the preparation time is just as important as the implementation time. So when you are trying to achieve a goal, like I want to do an experiment, it's always good to take some time to make sure that you know what you're going in for and not just start. So one of your systems could be, okay, before I do every experiment, I'll just maybe look at a protocol, go over it before I actually go in the lab to do it. I'm talking as a wet lab chemist, but maybe for other fields you could apply it as you need to. So just having the right systems that, okay, this is what I want to achieve, but every day in small bits of 20 minutes, and just something you can reasonably do. Once you have those little things set up, and you also have ways to get yourself to do it, not just relying on motivation, but actually like having something that helps you to implement, to get the action done.
You are saying a lot.
I think having the systems in addition to your goal is always a good thing, rather than just making a goal, an ambitious goal, and leaving it at that.
Wow, thank you so much for your time, and guys, I hope you learned a lot. Kindly like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you on our next episode. Bye.